Hey guys, Happy New Year. It is now 2015. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas. Well, basically I'm now kind of just trying out YouTube. Those of you watching this may already be readers of my blog. For the past year, I have been contributing to Clary Sweetie. I kind of feel in the first year I've kind of done quite well on it. And now I kind of feel let's expand, let's go on to video, because I think as much as I'm more of a writer than I am a YouTuber, let's say, actually there are some things that are just far easier said than they are written, and I think things like hauls, which I'm going to show you today, are just much better me just showing you very quickly, telling you about it, rather than me writing reams and reams and reams of words, which obviously some of you do appreciate, I've no doubt that, but I think sometimes it's nice just to sort of mix things up a bit and be able to do sort of written and spoken content. So I'm giving YouTube a go. Whether this goes beyond this first video, I don't know, but we're going to give it a go. And I really hate videos where they spend their life apologising, but I will apologise for the light. Sort of upstairs, I say we've not been too long in this house. I haven't really got any sort of video space as such. My sort of study, if you like, just isn't video ready right now. So I've sort of tried to make a little scene downstairs, and I'm afraid I've got the sun right in my face. It is winter, so obviously I've had to try and film this at a time when there is light. So I do apologise if I sort of squint a bit at you, but this is the best place for light at this moment for me to be able to actually show you things. So I will apologise for that. But I hope that's the only thing I apologise for. So let's get stuck in. I know you're watching this, you want to know what I've bought in the January sales, although it's not actually, well, it's January now, but these weren't bought in January, but you get the gist. Right, so first of all, I was actually down in Plymouth. That's where I kind of did most of my shopping, that's where my family live, so that's where we hit all the shops. The first place we went to was House of Fraser, and the House of Fraser down there is really good. And again, most of you regular readers of my blog will know, God, I'm really sorry about the light, will know obviously that I have the sort of the beauty items I already have, but the item that I have now added to my collection is the Naked Palette 3. As I say, readers will know that back in August I bought the Naked Palette 2 for my birthday, and I bought the Naked 1 out of pure jealousy actually in October when I was up shopping in London with my mum, and you think to yourself, oh, I don't need all three. You do. As I say, we went into House of Fraser. It was for a one-day, I think, only offer of £30, and obviously these retail at £37, so as you can appreciate, that is actually quite a saving. But I think any beauty lover will completely understand. Just, you know, it doesn't matter how many products you've got. Well, okay. It doesn't matter how many products you've got of one brand, you know, there's always going to be something else, and you always do want the full collection, you know. I don't really need to explain myself for that. But say for those that don't know, I will obviously do I will now be doing a blog post, actually being able to compare all three together, so do look out for that one. But just as a brief sort of look, you'll see that the Naked Palette 3 is mainly, if I can show you there, it's mainly all sort of pinky colours. This palette will be absolutely beautiful for the summer. So I'm actually really excited to use it, and I think since discovering the Naked palettes, and I basically haven't used anything since. As I say, you will know now that I now own a couple more palettes from like Smashbox and stuff from my Christmas from my Christmas presents, basically. But yeah, I think once you've discovered a good palette, you never go to like the single pots. You rarely ever go back to the single pots, I think, because a good palette has everything you need. And what I love about Urban Decay is the palettes are so usable, they're blendable, their pigment is brilliant, and and basically every occasion is covered. I mean, you don't even have to have all three palettes, but every occasion is covered. You can go from day to night, school, college, work, anything. They're just so adaptable, and so the fact that I've now got all three makes me very happy. So yeah, do keep an eye on the blog for a post that covers all three of those. While also in House of Fraser, I did pick myself up a new bag. Again, I'm not really a fashion person, to be honest, so there will be other YouTubers, other bloggers that can much better tell you the type of material and, well, basically go into a lot more detail than I can, because I know. But basically it's got a chain sort of handle with a little bit of leather at the top there, and yes, as you can see, it was £19. It's just basically a nice little, what do we say? It's just a sort of a small little purse handbag, really. But it goes over the shoulder like so. So I'm going to try and crouch without you thing. So yeah, and it's just, I think it'll be ideal for like sort of the day-to-day sort of use, really, and particularly for sort of days when I'm going out shopping, when I don't need a massive bag. But I just love it. I absolutely love it. Particularly for me, what sold it is the inside. So I will try and be a bit better at this. And you can just see that it's got kind of like leopardy detail, and for me I love little details like that where it's just a little bit different. So yes, you can tell it's got a zipped compartment on the back, and it's got 2 other compartments here for purses, notebooks, because I always carry around a notebook and more stuff than I actually ever need to. But no, I did really like this, and so for £19 I thought it's a good quality leather bag. Oh, actually I just discovered something. It actually even, obviously I can put the chain into the bag and then just use it as a clutch. Oh, well, there you go. We don't all learn something different at the same time, don't we? Okay, so that's that one. Again, really chuffed with that. I was going to try and go in order of the places I went. That's basically just gone to crap now. So yeah, so what did I do next? I think we went to next TK Maxx. I love TK Maxx. I'm mainly in there. God, I'm really sorry about the light. Mainly I go in there for like beauty. I go in and I check out all the skincare and all the beauty products, because you just never know what you find. And I did recently find a good Rituals foundation, which I just love. I don't really go in there for the clothing much more, but certainly the homeware, beauty and skincare sections I do really go in and go to town on. And then there's a few stores sort of in my local area actually that I can get to quite easily and really investigate what they've got. But my mum, I was out with my mum and she loves all the clothes and stuff, so we were going all around the rails. And so I wasn't really paying too much attention until I came across this jumper. Can you see how it says? Yes, you can just about see what it says. I think it's backwards. Basically it says flawless, and on me it will probably come to be a little sort of, well, not quite a crop top, but it won't be full length, as you can see. But certainly if I've got a long black, say, vest top underneath, this will go really nicely over the top, and then with a pair of nice sort of skinny trousers, or even a skirt, doesn't matter. But the big selling feature for this is not the word, it's not even what it looks like. It's the texture of the material. It is so soft. It's it's basically just the softest kind of cotton you can get, I think. So for pyjamas, this would be fantastic. And certainly if over the coming year I actually don't wear this very much, it will become a pyjama top, because it is just so soft. And I picked this one up for £10. So that, I say it wasn't in the sale, but doesn't need to be. But yeah, for £10, that's a bit of a bargain, really. So I bought that, which I'm quite pleased with. As I say, from my blog, you all guys know that I'd sort of very, very back in the early days, and I say early days, this time last year, basically, I did try and do a little bit of fashion on there. It's not my thing. As I say, I will be obviously purchasing a much nicer camera and things, and so I hope to be more here's my outfit of the day stuff, but on the whole I'm more of a beauty, lifestyle and sort of just girl talk kind of blogger, really. So yes, that's why the fashion bits, well, you might see them, you might not. Anyway, moving on without babbling. Right, so let's get that away. The next place we went to was Debenhams. And again, it's another outfit, because mainly what I've been looking for in the sales is actually more work stuff. Wow, the light. Oh my god, guys, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so mainly it's workwear I'm looking for, because as I say, at the weekends, well, one, for half the season I'm playing hockey, and for the next half of the season I'm just out and about with friends, or I'm just out and about. And to be honest, I always pick up the same clothes to wear at weekends. So for me, really, my concentration was having to be on like workwear, because obviously that's where you are every day, 5 days a week, and it's where actually I like to try and have a bit more fun with. I do work in a corporate company, but yes, so it's not all suits, but a lot of people do. I just like to inject a bit of colour, a bit of fun where I can. So what I picked up in, I say Debenhams, but in their warehouse section, first of all is these elasticated trousers, and that's a good thing really, because I say buttons, it's nice, but say if you have put on that a little bit of Christmas weight, you know, stuff like that. You know, this is just much nicer for that sort of after Christmas. A few extra pounds to use, but I actually prefer sort of legginy type trousers anyway, and that's what it is. But as I say, it's a really nice, soft. Oh, I kind of. Again, I couldn't really tell you the fabric, to be honest, but I can just tell you that it's actually quite stretchy. As you can see, it's quite a nice pattern to it. It's basically, I want to say it's like, it might actually be navy. It looks more black, but it might actually be navy. And it's basically just got sort of white detailing here. It's actually just, yeah, as I say, that just, again, this is kind of the sort of thing that I would wear. It just injects a bit of colour, a bit of fun into an outfit. So I could pair this with a black top, well, any colour top really. But with that in mind, I'm keeping these in mind as well. In the same place and warehouse, I bought this sort of peachy pink top, and with the trousers, these actually go together really, really well. And you'll know on my Instagram if you follow me, but I say details I will leave in the description box below. I did actually sort of Instagram myself in the outfit while I was trying it on, because I said it just looked really lovely. But say it's got sort of just nice. It's just, for me, it's just the attention. It's how simple this top is, but it's those little things that just make it not plain. So for me, it is. And on the sleeve, you've just got a little bit of slight little what's the word? I don't know. A little cut out there. I don't know. On the back, it's just got a little button clasp, and I say it's just a very basic top. But what I also like is the fact that down the side, again, like the sleeve, it just has that sort of slit, if you like. So actually it sits on the hips really nicely. And to say, for trousers like the one I just showed you, I might tuck some stuff in, but on the whole I prefer a longer top to go over the top of sort of legginy type trousers. I just think it's a nicer look, and I say I am sort of in my later 20s, and I just think it's just a more sophisticated, more mature, and certainly more work appropriate look. So yeah, I was really impressed with that. This one was actually only, I think, £10. No, £8. It was £8, that one. And the trousers, just for FYI purposes, were £20, and so they were reduced from 36. So actually, that's not too bad. So yeah, so for £40 there, I got. No, I didn't. That's completely wrong. £28. Is that even right? Yeah, £28. So maths is terrible. Actually, I've got a really nice outfit there. Also, while in Debenhams, one of the things I think at Christmas, I think with sales, there are sales all the time, like all the time throughout the year, and I think to actually find bargains now is quite difficult. And say it's on clothing where it's all the time with sales. So particularly for January sales, I think it's good to find the items that aren't clothing that are actually really good value. And for me, actually, it comes down to like fragrances and skincare, little things that do actually just cut down in price. And for me, one of my favourite perfumes is Juicy Couture. So I was on the lookout for Juicy Couture sets, and I found this one. Again, just sorry, I'm trying not to. Yeah, this is it. You can tell it's £32. For me, I'm all about the packaging with these sort of things. Yeah, so like boxes, retail bags. I love packaging, and I will buy things sometimes for the packaging or for the bag, which sounds really lame, but I'm afraid that's what I do. So for me, this box in itself is a present, if you like, because to say I will find something to put stuff in. But so I just love it. But anyway, on the inside you get one of the fragrances, and you get a body lotion. I know I don't always use the body lotions, to be honest, but it's sort of the stuff you just get more. It's just more for your money, really, at the end of the day. But I do absolutely love Juicy Couture fragrances, and I love their bottles. I mean, they're just sort of, once you've used them all up, they're just something nice to have and display, you know, when you can. Yes, I was really pleased with that one. Again, I'm just going to apologise for the light, because I'm trying my best here, but it's not happening. Right, with that in mind. For January sales, or even for sales, I think one of the best high street stores that do the best sales is River Island. I think they have such nice things throughout the year, and certainly the last season has been really good. So I'm always very excited about the River Island sales, and I always literally am itching to get there before anything else. But so within Plymouth, from where the shops are all located, River Island was kind of like one of the last ones we went to. So by that point, I was like, I must go to River Island. Unfortunately, though, I was actually pretty disappointed. I mean, the stuff that I sort of had seen last season or sort of last couple of months, I couldn't find. All their current season stuff was really lovely, but obviously that's not in the sale. So in terms of sales, I wasn't great. And I say those who follow my blog will remember from last year's January haul post that actually I think I picked up quite a few things in River Island, and it was just a really good. It was just really good, and this year just not. So really, all I came out with was this yellow. Again, I hope you can see it. Again, just a very simple but very nicely cut yellow T-shirt, and it's got a clasp sort of fastening at the back. And so yellow, I don't really have that many yellow items, if any, actually in. Just within my wardrobe, so this is quite bright for me, but as I say, I'm a brunette, not that you can tell, so actually this will be a colour that suits me, and I think, well, I say, if I do wear it for work, I will be having a black top, a black cardigan or a black jacket over the top of this, so actually those will contrast really well. As I say, you can see the yellow there, and I say it's just a very basic top, but again, it's kind of got that sort of slip detail on the side, which will just make it just hang a lot nicer over the body, and then sort of onto the hips and your derriere. So yes, I was really impressed. Yeah, so I was actually quite pleased with this. I actually can't remember how much. Oh, I got that for £8. So yeah, I mean, for me. Yes, it was a bargain, but I did expect to go in there and spend a lot more money. Again, every store will differ, so maybe it was just the Plymouth store just didn't have that much, or maybe Plymouthings had just gone absolutely crazy and just gone and bought everything before I got a chance to get in there. That could happen. So I'll go into another couple of stores up more my way, up southeast, and see if there's anything else. But really, not impressed really. But never mind. Okay, so moving on. I went to Oasis. Again, Oasis is actually one of those stores that I really like, but I actually kind of find that as much as their stuff's really nice, I actually kind of find that it's kind of quite expensive. Now, I sort of remember when it was... Do I say cheaper? Cheaper, but I don't mean cheaper. Like, the quality was always still there, but I do feel that lately it has sort of ramped up in itself, really. So it's actually not really a store that I go into very much at all. I always like what I see, but it's not somewhere I actually go to too much into. However, obviously for sales, you go and you have a look, and actually I did come out with a couple of actually really nice stuff. First of all was this top, and again it's kind of, I don't know if you can tell, but yes, sort of it's that sort of, is it leopardy sort of animal print with the detail, and it's a sort of a grey mauve kind of colour, so it's that sort of really, it's just a very workable colour, particularly for work. And this is and again, it comes back to just being sort of smart and cool and sort of formal for work, but with injecting a little bit of fun and a sort of youthfulness into it. And so yeah, so this top will be absolutely ideal. And so it's a standard length. Again, it's kind of got that slit detailing down the side, which just, again, I'm not going to repeat myself, you know exactly what I mean by that. So I thought, yeah, absolutely perfect. And this was £20. So again, it is probably the most I would spend for a top, but as I say, Oasis, there is quite good quality. So I thought, you know what, I will actually get a lot of wear out of that, so I didn't dispute the price. I was then looking at the jumpers, and there was a lovely jumper. It was sort of a navy blue, and it had one of their sort of collar detailing, and it was lovely, and I thought, wow, I'm going to wear that a lot. But it was sort of £28-30, and I was like, I don't know, like, I like it, I don't love it. But then just next to it, actually, on the same rail, was this jumper. And this, I think, just for argument's sake, was, again, this was £20. And again, it goes back to the fact that even though I don't actually change my style too much at the weekends, I'm still buying weekend stuff that essentially, just, whatever. So again, a little bit of a theme here with the animal print. I do actually really like animal print detailing. Have to be a bit careful because sometimes it can look really bad. But actually, I think when it's just the pattern that's used and not so much the sort of the traditional animal colours, I think actually it looks really fun. And again, it's just I'm going to say it's it'll be 3/4 length-ish sleeves. And so you've got the animal detailing all on the front, and then on the back, it's just black. And actually, and you can just see it's sort of t-shirt detailing there. Really pretty, really very light, but so you can put the front bit is more of a wool, the back is a cotton, and that is what will be really warm. But actually you can probably get away with that even in summer, just literally on its own, just with a very basic pair of very light leggings or something. I think this actually will be able to be worn throughout the year, so it could be both winter and summer. So I was pleased with that. Right, where are we next? Right, no, we've done that. Oh, we've done that. Oh, I think we've come to the end. Yes, I think we've come to the end. Oh, aren't you all relieved? Scroll my phone there. Again, I apologise for the light. So that's kind of a little bit of a sort of an insight as to what I've bought over the January sales. I dread to think how much has gone onto my credit card, because although it doesn't look a lot, it does actually gradually add up. But yeah, so I hope that was informative. I say, do let me know if you like this kind of video. As I say, I will try and do more videos. I will learn. I will get better at editing. I will get better at lighting. So thank you for bearing with. All my details, all my blog details, anything I will leave below for sort of how to follow me elsewhere. But if you did like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Follow me if you will. So hopefully I will see you very soon. So thank you very much for watching. Bye guys.